Hi, I hope you guys can hear me. You guys can actually just tell me if you can't hear me. Um, Hi. This is obviously my first live stream, as we all know, but I'm gonna try my best to do everything good. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna say hi. Hi to Shea Butter. And hi, Chef Court. Hi to everyone who's here. I really appreciate you all being here. And just please let me know if you guys can hear me and all that stuff. But yeah. I'm gonna answer all of your questions for today. It's gonna be like a basic live stream, obviously, but I'm gonna go first off with some really like shooter, just straight questions, and then I'm gonna get into some of the questions you guys have in the chat. Then I'm also going to answer questions about my first year in college that people had asked me on a community post. But yeah, I'm happy you guys are here. It really makes me excited. And oh my god, Shea Butter, I love you. So actually, I'm gonna show you guys what I have right now. I can actually somewhat kind of show you your messages, I believe, but if I can't, that's fine. But yeah, hi, I hope you all are all doing well, and I love you guys. So I'm gonna first start off with just the really basic questions real quick, and then I'm gonna get into saying everything. Oh my god, Jay, you're making me blush. Okay. I'm gonna get into the really basic questions first, and then I'm gonna head into all the other questions that we have. So obviously, I am 19 years old. My name is Alex Mary Faiga. I am Nigerian on my dad's side, Honduran on my mother's side. I speak Spanish, English, and French, but not very well. I'll be honest, I'm not very good at speaking French. I took one class and that was it. But I have a video of me speaking French, so you guys can look at it at your own will. You know, I am a vegan. Well, I eat plant-based. I decided not to say I've started not to say I'm vegan just because I know that might upset some people. I eat vegan foods. Sometimes I buy clothes that aren't vegan, and most of the time they're thrifted, but that's why I say plant-based. But yes, I am vegan when it comes to food and everything. And what else is there? Someone had asked me why did I go vegan? So that's Paul. I can't show you guys your messages right now, which is upsetting me, but I will figure that out. I went vegan because I had a friend named Annabella. She has in a lot of my videos, and she was first vegan, and she told me how to, she just told me everything. She told me everything about what she was doing. So then when it came to Lent, I believe, yes, Lent is when you give up something for Catholics, and I gave up all meat and all dairy and everything, and I decided I'm gonna go vegan for Lent because I am a Catholic and stuff, and I did it, and I was really happy about that, and I just kept on going afterwards. Actually, I tried to have fish again. It didn't work out well. I didn't like it anymore. I just felt sad having it like the Easter, because once Lent is over, you get to go back to what you gave up. And then I realized I'm just gonna keep on going, and that tends to happen to me. Last time, like years back, I gave up soda for Lent. Haven't had soda again. I gave up red meat for Lent. Like 5 years ago, I gave up red meat for Lent, and I never ate red meat again. So that was why it was kind of easier for me to transition. I know some people kind of don't like the whole transitioning aspect, but I did, and it helped me out. So I went from not eating meat, and then not eating red meat, then not eating dairy because I was lactose intolerant, and then I just stopped because of Lent and because of Annabella. And I watched Game Changers, and I watched What the Health, which isn't that good of a documentary, I'll be honest, but yeah. I also watched Cowspiracy and similar videos like that. There's someone on YouTube named Earthling Ed. I watched his videos. It was all really helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see how I can show you guys your messages again, because for some reason it's not showing up. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing amazing? I hope you are. So you guys make me happy. Let's see. But the days get harder. Sorry. So Shay, you asked me what inspired me to make my YouTube channel. What inspired me to make my YouTube channel was because I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel for a very long time. The whole ending of I bid you adieu, au revoir, adios, and aloha, that was an ending that I had a very long time ago. Like I had that in my head since probably freshman year, and I wanted to, but I never did because I never made the time for it. I don't like to say I didn't have time, I just never made the time for it. But I was just excited to get into doing making videos and stuff, and college acceptances and rejections and like AP videos, those were all really easy to start off with. So I just filmed those 3 videos on my phone. I filmed most of my beginning videos on my phone because I didn't have a camera yet. Now I do. That's why we have nice quality now. But yeah, I just decided I wanted to start a video. I wanted to start YouTube. And then I started making what I eat in weeks because I was inspired by Diana Malloy. So or Diana Heim, you might know her by either name. But she makes what I eat in a week videos. She's amazing. If you saw my video when I ate like other YouTubers, I ate like her. She's amazing. She's a Florida gal. I love a good Florida gal. So yeah, I was really excited about that. I'm gonna try and get this thing to start working. So, oh my god, it works. I'm stressed. Oh, there you go. Okay. Here you go. Now I can see everything you guys are typing, and you guys can see everything you guys are typing, which is awesome. Okay. So, Shay, you asked me, how do I come up with video ideas / deal with creative burnouts? Guys, doesn't this look good? Doesn't this look kind of, okay, anywho. How do I come up with video ideas? Sometimes what I do is I'll use TubeBuddy, and I'll just type in something that like comes to mind. I'm just like, let's see how well this is doing tag wise and see if I should actually go with this video. Sometimes I'll see what's trending. Sometimes I will watch other YouTubers that I like, and other times it's just something that will come up and I'm like, oh, I have no idea what to do. Do I just do another what I eat in a week? And I start thinking, what's something that can change it up? Like, okay, obviously there's serving size, I can do that. I can eat like other people. Eating like other people is really awesome. But when it comes to video ideas, I think it's really important to be okay with copying other videos. If you know what I mean, like you don't have to worry about trying to come up with something super original because, honey, it's already been done. It has already been done, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna do it better. You're gonna edit it better. You're going to film it better. You're going to add some nuances to it. You're gonna do something that is unique to you and makes the video original in the sense that everything that is going to be shown, it might have the same basis, but it's still your personality. And either way, if it's a video idea that seems kind of weird to you, you can make it your own however you want. So when I ate like my friends, it was kind of hell because I was eating like them, but I also ate their snacks. So when it came to my other videos, when I ate like social media and stuff, I made it my own by allowing myself to have snacks, but also just really focusing in on my big meals and things like that. So that's how it is. And then when it comes to creativity burnouts, burnout happens a lot. It's happened to me a little bit. I kind of try and push through it, but I also remember, if you don't get a video this week, that is okay. Your channel's always going to be there. If someone leaves, then honey, they weren't in it for the long run. You don't want them there anyways. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Love your videos. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Now, in honor, okay, this is a long message. Just see if I can actually get it in so you guys can see it. If not, I'm so sorry. I don't think I can, but sorry. Yeah, I don't think I could get this message in all the way, so I apologize for that, but I will try my hardest. So this person asked, in honor of like school starting and everything, asked me questions. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make it look nice. If it doesn't look nice, just, hit me on the head, I guess. You asked, in honor of school starting, I'm a sophomore, and the thought of being a junior is what feels so soon. How did you go about growing up, going to college, starting college applications? Okay, so sorry you can't see your message too well. I apologize for that. I will fix that later. But how I felt about growing up, when I was younger, I really wanted to grow up. Then I stopped wanting it, and I hated it. But it's gonna happen, it's inevitable. It's gonna be fine and everything. So when it came to growing up, I just realized I've made it so far in my life with a lot of ups and downs. I'm gonna do it again. If there are other people who I know are going through worse or who are struggling even more, and they did it, I think I can do it too. And I just try to always tell myself, like, I've gone through so much. I'm not gonna let this stop me. I'm not gonna let a college application stop me from wanting to keep on going, because other things could have stopped me way longer, and this is not going to be it. But so when it actually came to doing this stuff, going to college and like starting college applications, feel free to ask people. I had a sister who was already in college. She went through everything, but I also had amazing friends and teachers and just reached out to people. And honey, we're on YouTube right now. We are on YouTube. YouTube provides you with so many things. It's insane. I would type in videos on how to use Common App, how to do Common App, how to write an essay. What are good essay topics? What are essay topics to avoid? And I just kept on going and writing, and I tried my best to prepare myself as much as I can. But in the end, I knew I was just gonna do it, and I had to let it go. And growing up kind of feels scary, but remember, there's so much to life, and you're gonna, honestly, high school is a very small portion of your life. It doesn't feel like it. It still doesn't feel like it. It feels like it was a big portion of my life, but eventually it'll go through, and you're gonna end up where you need to end up. I'm a firm believer that things happen for a reason. Okay, so you also asked me, also thank you for saying that it's totally okay. I was a little stressed out, so I'm sorry, Stephanie. But you also asked me, do I see myself doing YouTube long term? 110%, like 110%. Maybe I won't be doing what I eat in weeks anymore. I think I will though. I honestly think I'll continue to do it at least like once a month, every 2 months, because I love filming what I eat. I love showing you guys what I eat, but I also just like talking to a camera. I will talk to the camera on my own. I'll talk to literally anything. So I really love chatting. That's why I'm doing a live stream. That way I can chat with you in real life. And I love this. I really appreciate you guys being here. Even though it's like a couple of you, the fact that you're here makes me so happy. I'm glad you're listening to me ramble on. If you're washing the dishes, if you're cleaning your room, I love it. But yeah, I do see myself doing YouTube long term. And it might end up just being vlogs. It might be more idea based. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna stick to it. I promise. So yeah. Hey! Oh my god, your icon. I love it. Okay. You're totally so, oh my god. Thank you. I'm blessed to have you here. I'm literally blessed to have you here. So, okay. Now, Shay, you asked me, have you ever tried a new video idea and it didn't do as well as you'd like to, and it discouraged you to experiment with other videos, if you know what I mean? Okay, I totally know what you mean. I'm gonna try and see. I can't get it in, but I apologize. I'll figure it out one day. But yeah, when I started doing my videos of like my vlogs and my day in my life and all those things, those were not performing well. It kind of stressed me out because I want things to do well. I want what I do to actually perform well. And when people don't like those videos as much, it kind of stresses me out. But at the end of the day, the people who came to watch those videos are the people that like you. So that means even if you have 15,000 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers watch that video, those are 1,000 people that like you. Like no matter what you post, and what you post is meant to make you happy. Now the numbers might not show it, but the people who are watching it can tell through the screen how happy that video made you, how proud you are of that video, and that's what keeps me going. And if you get discouraged, just remember, you can always do a video that people will like, and I think it's good to have a balance on your channel of videos people will like that will do well according to the algorithm, and then videos that you like, videos that help you connect with your audience, live streams that connect you with your audience, things like that. So yeah, I know, Shay, that you have your own channel. I've seen it before. Doing well. So yeah. And Stephanie, hi. Maria, hi. And wait, are you an ARMY? Okay. I don't listen to K-pop often. My friends do, but that's why I recognize your icon. I know I need to. Like, I know I need to actually listen to it because I've listened to the songs and I love it. I am just someone in general who doesn't listen to a lot of music. I listen to the same songs over and over again. So each day I'm just gonna keep on adding more. If you saw my video with Sydney and Virginia, at one point Sydney was singing a K-pop song, and yes, BTS is amazing. Like a lot of K-pop groups are really nice, but I'll be honest, I don't know much. Even when it comes to K-pop and anime and things like that, I don't know much. So I will be 100% honest with you and tell you that. But if you have song recommendations, put them down, put your favorite songs, and I will add them to a playlist. But yeah. Okay. Also, there is a little bit of a delay. If you guys can notice that, it is a 5-second delay. Don't worry about that. I'm answering your questions as soon as I can. But yeah. Blessing the blessing. Ooh, blessing the blessing. Why does that sound like a rap song? Blessing the blessing. Hey, blessing the blessing. Okay. Please let me know if the audio sounds good. I've tried my best to get rid of background noise. So yeah. And thank you. I love to give advice. Makes me happy. And that's, what I remember thinking that I was gonna do Alex Mary's advice as a part of my channel. I don't think I'll be doing that anymore, but if you guys would like to see that, maybe I'll do it as like a little segment for some stuff. So yeah. Oh, of course I saw your channel. Listen, I look at everyone's channel. If you comment a lot, I'm gonna check you out. Like Girly Girl, I check her out. Shea Butter, I check her out. It's Evelina, I check you guys out. Like if you post videos, I've probably seen them. I've probably seen a couple of them. I'll be honest. I'm a little bit of a stalker, okay? So, yeah. You pronounce Inez. I hope I'm saying this right. Inez. I don't know. I love your name. Where are you from? I love your name. Where are you from? Okay. Now, let's see. Do you guys... I might start getting into... Audio's crisp. Crisp. Okay, perfect. I might start getting into questions that people had asked me about my first year in college. I know we've been streaming for a little while. Doesn't even feel like it. I'm really happy. But yeah, I'm going to get into those videos. Those questions. But yeah. You're from Portugal? Oh my god. I love that. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get us to where people had asked me some questions. I hope you guys are okay with that. And then you guys can keep on asking me questions like in the chat, and I'll probably just cut it in between and answer them. So feel free to keep on asking me questions. If you guys want to know like my Zodiac, my birthday, some random stuff, you can literally ask me what my favorite ice cream flavor is. I'll tell you. I just love chatting. So yeah. By the way, if you're watching this is like a little bit of a meta type thing, but if you're watching this after the stream, feel free to comment and I will reply to you, because I love replying. And if I don't reply, that means I'm just saving it for another stream. But yeah. Okay, now let's get into our other questions. Let's see if I can fix this. If you guys don't know, I like to post a lot on my community page. So yeah, I do that a lot. I'm going to post even more on my community page as I keep on going. But yeah, I'm answering Zoe McCarthy's questions because she asked some good questions about college. So she asked me what was my major. My major is a long story, honey. It is a very long story. So when it came to applying with Common App, some of the schools that I had a major for that I wanted to study, like nutrition and dietetics and all that stuff, it didn't show up on Common App. So I said, I'm just going to put sociology. It sounds good. I looked at I kept on typing in, what is sociology? And I went with it. Not a smart decision. If you are actually unsure of what you want, please apply undecided. Harvard accepts people who put undecided as their major. So just put undecided and you'll be fine. And I wish I did that because that would have made my essays more authentic. Because in sociology, I was writing about random stuff. I was writing about psychology in my sociology essays. So do not make that mistake. But even if you do, it might land you into an Ivy League school that you didn't end up going to. Anywho. What was the difference between high school and college? There is a big difference, but also not entirely big. I honestly think that the main difference between high school and college is how independent you are. High school, it's a little bit of a step, but you still have teachers that tell you when to have your homework due, when to do this, when to do that. You have friends that keep you accountable. In college, you're kind of pretty much on your own. And your teachers, if you don't show up to class, most of them don't care. Some of them have attendance, but a lot of them don't care. They don't care how you dress. They don't care if you show up. And the effort is all on you to actually care. And then when it comes to making friends and everything, it's most likely your college is way bigger than your high school. And there's so many clubs, so many opportunities to meet new people. So you kind of have to actually just be willing to try and to get into it and do everything on your own. And it might sound scary at first, but it's not. It really isn't. But yeah. I'm going to answer a question real quick from the other part of this life. Okay. Thank you. Are you overall a hardworking student? If yes, do you have advice on study and motivation? I would like to think that I'm very hardworking, but But at the same time, sometimes when I'm just like, I get used to it and I'm like, I didn't do anything today. And I might have done 3 assignments. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. But yes, I think I like to consider myself a hardworking student. That's where I am today. So for some advice on studying and motivation, I would say my best advice is obviously managing your time and having a schedule. If you're someone who's a student athlete or you do other things like book club or honor societies, it's really important that you get things done when you need to. And when it comes to assignments, I like to give myself timing. So I'm like, if I have this math assignment that I know typically takes me an hour and a half, I'm going to write from 9 to 10:30, I'm doing this. And then when it comes to actually studying and getting yourself to do it, if you are someone who works well with rewards, it's good to say like, after I do this, after I study for 1 hour, I'm going to watch an episode of a show. Most likely not a show that's 1 hour long, because that negates the whole thing. But there's someone on YouTube who does anime Duro, so he watches like an episode of anime and it's like 16 to 22 minutes after studying for an hour. Things like that. Kind of give yourself breaks and be willing to give yourself breaks. If you think that you're someone who can study for 4 hours straight, I don't trust you. I don't believe in you. I can't believe that you study for 4 hours straight. That stresses me out. But yeah, I always give myself breaks. Yeah. What is my zodiac sign? I'm a Taurus. So that's why I talk about food. I remember when I was younger, I hated the fact that Tauruses were associated with eating. Now that's all I do. But yeah. Do you not live on your college campus because it's close to your home? No. My campus is 5 hours away from my house, and it's because I spent this whole year doing everything online, which I'm thankful for because that helped me save a lot of money. It really did. So I'm glad I did that. It saved me some money, and I was able to stay with my friends and my family. But next semester, I will actually be up there with everyone, with everything, and hopefully it'll be exciting. So yeah, if you don't know, I go to University of Florida, so that's in Gainesville. And yeah, I did a vlog. You guys can check that out after, where I went to Gainesville and I visited my friend Annabella, which I mentioned earlier as the one who gave me inspiration for becoming vegan. But yeah. Okay. Now back to the Google Chrome. The next question that she asked was, do you have any advice for incoming freshmen? My advice for incoming freshmen is, you're a freshman. That's it. I'm just kidding. My advice is to really prepare, watch videos about what to bring, be ready for you to be confused, but everyone else is also confused, and everyone is willing to help you. And I just think it's really important to watch videos, for real. There are so many videos of my freshman year advice, freshman year tips, and a big advice is, you're most likely choosing your classes. Choose a schedule that works for you. If you are someone who is not capable of waking up early, do not dare put a class that is 8 a.m. You are in for a rude awakening, which will be that you will never wake up for your class. So please do not do that, and make sure you find a class that you like. Get involved, but don't get too involved to the point where it's your first year of college and you're in 8 clubs and you're screwed. Yeah. And if you're someone who's a partier, please try and control yourself. It's okay, I understand. It's something new. You're without your parents, you're independent. But if you are not good at balancing partying and school life, don't try it. But yeah. You guys keep on asking questions if you wanna. But yeah. Okay. So what was I think I just showed you guys that. Wait, whoops. Okay. What was your favorite part of college? My favorite part of college is honestly how I can choose my classes and everything. I can choose my extracurriculars. Luckily, I had a lot of APs that helped me. And if you're still in high school and you haven't taken an AP class, I highly suggest it so you can get some credits. So that way you have a little bit more chance. Like, I can graduate in 3 years, even though I've changed my major multiple times. But yeah. Oh my god, I didn't finish answering the question about my major. How did you guys let me get through this without answering? My major currently is public relations. I went from sociology, then I went to nutritional sciences, then I was told, you want to be a dietitian? Oh, you need to take our dietetics. And then I realized dietetics is not what I want. Nutrition is not necessarily what I want, because that's what you take when you want to be like a doctor and stuff. So I gave up and I said, I'm going to do public relations. But in general, I'm still unsure. I'm just a sophomore. I'm just now starting my sophomore year. So it could definitely change. I might end up doing media and society because, as we know, I love social media. I love news. I love all that stuff. So I might change my major again. And it's okay. If anyone tells you to feel bad about changing your major, let me at them. Let me at them. Because it's okay to change your major. I promise. It might be difficult if you don't have the GPA requirement, but if you change your major, that is okay. Okay, now I'm going to answer some questions again. Back to you guys. Do you think it's accessible to eat balanced while vegan living in college? I think it genuinely depends on what college you go to. Like, it really just depends on what college you end up going to. Because if you have a college that doesn't offer any vegan options on campus, it really sucks. It's going to be a little bit harder. Sometimes a dining hall, I think a lot of schools now, though, are accommodating. And if you are able to find places where you can get groceries for cheaper, if you're not someone who's strictly on a budget, if you're someone who's balling on a budget, then you can find places where you can get like Aldi, where you get frozen vegetables and stuff, where you get tofu. And you might have to really balance it out and try and see like what is cheap enough for you and what you can afford, what fits in your budget. But well, in my campus, I think it's really accessible. We have a lot of places. We have like regular fast food places like Chipotle and Taco Bell and things like that that you can easily veganize. And then I'm close to a lot of different supermarkets. In my dining hall, they offer vegan options. So yeah, I think it's really important if you're going to apply to a school and you're vegan, if that really concerns you, and you don't think that you're going to be someone who is cooking in your area, if you're in a dorm that doesn't have a kitchen and you're worried about that, I highly suggest that you look for colleges that accommodate a little bit more to you. So yeah. So, okay. This is harder to show again. Don't worry about it. If you can't see the comments, it's on the side. But yeah. I don't want to get too personal, but have you ever had an eating disorder? How's your relationship with food? And how do you deal with food guilt? So have I ever had an eating disorder? Yes, I have not been hospitalized. I have had to go. Also, don't feel bad about being too personal. I'll let you know if it's too personal. But I have had an eating disorder. It was an EDNOS, so eating disorder none other specified, because sometimes I didn't meet into the categories of it. It was on the lines of orthorexia and anorexia and things like that. So I went to the hospital. I went to a doctor to talk about it, and then I went to a psychologist to talk about it as well. And it was hard at first because I didn't know I had one, or I didn't want to accept the fact that I had one because it didn't seem normal to me. I was like, there's no way, I'm fine. And it sucks because people say that all the time, and you're not. You're really freaking not. Like, you are not okay. So I'm glad my doctor told me it was for adolescent medicine. I went because I didn't have my period. I apologize if that's TMI. I didn't have my period, and I was a runner and stuff. I'm like, oh, it's probably because I'm a runner, but I haven't had it in like a year and a half. So I went. They told me, you're eating too little. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine, girl. And then I started talking more and more about everything, and it just kept on coming out. And it was because of cross country. It was because of my coach and all the pressure and things, which was not fun. I'm not going to say I'm completely recovered. I am recovered to the point where I eat what I want and I'm very excited, but those thoughts don't leave me. And I'm going to be honest with you and say that those thoughts don't leave me, and it kind of sucks. So yeah. And then you asked, how's my relationship with food now? My relationship with food now is a lot better. As I said, like, I actually eat the food I want. I can go out to eat food. But some days I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I don't like you. I don't like it. But that is okay, because I think I'm not the only one. And I know that there's body positivity, but I'm just trying to accept it and accept the fact that maybe I don't like this part, but I like a lot of other parts. Like, come on, let this go. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay. Narcissist. Anywho, and how do I deal with food guilt? I've stopped equating the fact that this exact food is going to ruin me. You know what I mean? Because it's not. I can genuinely eat what I want and know that if I eat it, it's not going to kill me. It's not. If it kills me, it's because it's poisonous. It doesn't matter if it's clean or unhealthy or dirty to me. And in general, I like to approach it with gentle nutrition when it comes to things like that. So I make sure that I eat my vegetables. I make sure that I eat healthy because I know that's what makes me feel better. And I want to eat healthy. I'm not going to lie. I like to eat healthy because I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way I look when I eat better. I don't like the way I look when I eat a bunch of junk food. I'll be honest. But that's okay because I'm still going to eat the junk food and like alongside the healthy food. I go out to eat with my boyfriend pretty much every week. I like to order. I have 4 bags of chips downstairs. I got it on Monday. I've already finished 1 bag of chips. Like, it's like this big. And I don't demonize food anymore. I really know that it's a lot easier said than done, but it just took a lot of time for me to keep on trying to make that habit. And when it came to calories and stuff, just tried to avoid thinking about it. I have, sneak peek, I have a what I eat in a week with calorie counting again. That's coming up as my next video, and I'm going to talk about how I stopped counting calories. So, ready for that. Is losing your period like really bad because I lost mine? Yes, it is. I think it's really important. It might be multiple reasons though. So it's really important to go get that checked out. Go to an OBGYN, and you might get sent to an adolescent medicine doctor if you talk to your doctor. I know that might be a little bit annoying, but they do have gynecologists in there. So it is important to try and get it back. It might mean you're not eating enough. It might be exercising too much. If you're young and you just got it, you've had it for like a month or so and it's really irregular, that's fine. That's normal. And another reason could be PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome or polycystic ovarian syndrome, which means that you have more testosterone and stuff. And your doctors will help you out with that. They'll give you birth control if you need it, things like that. So it's important to talk to a doctor if you lost yours. I really think it's important, especially if you're an athlete, because your period is what helps you regulate your system. It's what's going to keep you healthy, and that's a surefire sign that you might not be eating enough or that you might have another problem going on. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. I know that this has been already a bit of a long stream. I'm not going to stop though. Don't think I'm going to stop. I like talking to you guys, okay? But yeah. For the next question, I'm going to go back to the college questions. I hope that's fine. Feel free to keep on asking me questions. I really love answering your questions. Feel free to ask me anything. Again, ask me my favorite food, ask me anything, and I'll be happy. But yeah, let me go to this one real quick. And this question from Zoe was, how was my first year in college? My first year in college was awesome. I liked it. It wasn't ideal because I wasn't there, but it also was because I got to transition into doing everything online and getting a feel for how the classes are while making my own schedule and while doing everything myself, and then still being with my friends, my family, being at home, being able to start a YouTube channel, because I'm serious, if I wasn't at home, it probably would have been a lot harder for me to start a YouTube channel up there, and I might have ended up being in a dorm without a kitchen, and it would have been a whole mess. So things happen for a reason. Obviously, the pandemic was not a good thing. Don't get me twisted. Don't get my words twisted. I don't think the pandemic was this amazing thing, but it was helpful in that sense for me for my first year in college. And I enjoyed it, and I really hope that my second year in college is even better. And so, where do you inspire for vegan food? Where I get like inspiration and stuff? I get inspiration mostly from Instagram or from YouTube videos. There's Mina Rome, there's Diana. There are people who aren't vegan, but they eat a lot of like vegan food that sometimes I'll watch. Like Natasha Ocean, I like watching her stuff. Even though she hasn't been uploading for a little bit, she's doing amazing though. She's working hard. So I like looking at that. On Instagram, there are a lot of vegan food accounts. I have my own. You guys saw it in my starting soon screen at the teenage vegetable and stuff. And it's linked in the bio if you want to stalk it. I haven't uploaded that much, but Instagram definitely has a lot. There's BuzzFeed and good, and their food thing, their healthy food, Goodful, all that stuff. I like to watch those videos, and it's helpful. And when it comes to different cultures and stuff, I either will try to go to a restaurant that's specific for that. Like in Miami, there is Minty Z, which has like dim sum and vegan dim sum. So I'll get inspiration from that. And I'll just try and see when I go to a restaurant that's vegan, I'm like, hey, I want to make that. So I'm going to make that. Like, I went to a restaurant that had churicachapas, which I believe is Venezuelan. I could be wrong. It's like a corn pancake with chorizo, and I've tried to make that at home, vegan and healthier. But yeah. So let's to, oh my god, I almost cut off my voice. I'm gonna go to here where someone else asked me a question when it came to my community post. Please, if you guys see my community post, feel free to comment anything. I love talking to people. My community post is your main way to really reach out to me and my way to update you, because obviously there's Instagram, but YouTube is where we're all at, and you might not have Instagram. So I'm going to answer one of her questions, and I'm going to get to a question that was asked in the chat. So she asked me, or this person asked me, I'm sorry if I'm misgendered, but what are the things that all incoming first year college students should get ready for? I would say that first year college students should get ready to get ready to create your own schedule. It really is just get ready to be independent, get ready to do things on your own. I promise it might be a little bit scary and jarring, but creating your own schedule and doing all that stuff, you have to be ready for that and be ready to have a lot of people. And in order to become friends with these people, you have to actually reach out to them and talk to them. You are less likely to be forced to do it. You're less likely to have a group project that you have to do. You are less likely to have that time in between classes and in the hallway like you did in high school. So reach out to people. I'm going back to the chat because people are sending me chat messages. So is 1,200 calories a day enough for a teen? I'm sorry if I'm asking too much about this. Don't feel sorry. Keep on asking questions. I understand that I am your way to communicate, and it's live. I do not think it's enough for a teen at all, especially a teen that's active, that's walking around campus. Like, even if you don't do much, you go on a bike ride with your friends, you're still active, and 1,200 calories is the amount for like a 5-year-old. You're not a 5-year-old, and I can't give you calorie recommendations, so I will not be doing that, but it's important to go to a doctor. They'll tell you how many calories you should be eating, and you might have to go, they might send you to a nutrition doctor and stuff. They'll be able to talk to you, but I do not think that that's enough for a teen at all. If you're really sedentary and bedridden, perhaps, but I don't think that's what's happening. If you are bedridden, then perhaps that is enough, but even bedridden people will sometimes eat more. But I'm not going to continue this just because I'm not a registered dietitian. I got out of that major, and I think it's just important to really fuel yourself, especially if you're active. Your activity level can vary, the weight, how much you weigh, how tall you are and everything, your genetics, that can all vary into it. And if you're someone who's eating really little but you're scared to eat more, check out some other videos that talk about getting the hunger back and eating more slowly and just getting better and better, and really trying to work out metabolic adaptation, to avoid metabolic adaptation, because sometimes eating 1,200 calories a day, eating lower and lower, it makes it worse. So yeah. So sorry to hear about your ID. Sorry, I'm at work, so I had to go back a bit and watch that part. Don't worry about it. You're fine. As long as you're here, if you're watching it, you could literally be watching from the start of the video, and I don't mind. But yeah. I lost my period too because of an ED, and it was troubling. It really is. It's really not enjoyable, and it's kind of scary because obviously you kind of like it. I'll be honest, that sounds bad, so please let me continue. You like the fact that you're not bleeding every month, but it's not a good thing because that bleeding every month is meant to keep you healthy. You need it. As a woman, you need to have a period. As a teenage girl, you need to have a period. If it's a little bit irregular because you just started it, that's normal. But afterwards, after 2 years and still not coming up, that's really scary because you want to have children, and this might end up being something wrong where you can't have children anymore because you have damaged your menstrual cycle. So yeah. Shady. You guys, look at that. Look at that. You guys are cute. So hi. I just saw your message though. Hello. Now I'm gonna go back to the Google Chrome and must-have school items. Okay, my number one must-have school item is, where is it? It's on the ground. But yeah, you heard my books fall. Something like this. Really enjoyable. Yeah, a 5-subject college notebook, especially college ruled, is what you'll need because you'll be writing a lot. Sorry if that hurt your ears, but you will definitely be writing a lot, and that is just my number one must-have school item. And then another thing is, if you are someone who only has a computer, like an actual PC or a phone, I highly suggest that you invest in a laptop or into an iPad, because a lot of things that you have to do are going to be on a computer. You might have to take online quizzes, you might have to do all that stuff, and having a family computer is good for you right now, but once it gets to college, it's going to be a little bit harder. So invest in a laptop or an iPad if you can. There's student discounts. I know that that is not in everyone's price range. I promise, I know it's not, but it can be really helpful. But if you don't have access to that, your school has computers in the library most likely, or you can talk to a teacher about it. So yeah. Is it harder to have friends in college than in high school? I would say kind of, yeah. It is harder to not only maintain the friends that you made in high school, but it is harder in the fact that you have to really go out searching to make friends, to find people, but you have so many opportunities. That's why it's not that hard. You have a lot of opportunities. You go to the library, you'll find someone. You can join a Quidditch team. You can join an underwater basket weaving team. There's intramurals. There's actual like school sports and a lot of different clubs and honor societies and Greek life. So in that sense, you will be able to find a lot of friends. You'll be able to make friends with so many people, because there's just, your college likely has so many people in its student body that you'll be able to chat with them and make friends. But yeah, what's it called? And then, are all the professors terror? At least in my school, the professors are fine. The professors are nice. There are some professors that I would like to say are not as accommodating and not as nice. Gio once had a very important family event that you could not miss, and it was unexpected, if you understand what I'm saying. And the teacher was just like, yeah, you don't have to take the test. We're going to take it the next day at 8 a.m. Ma'am. Hello. But aside from that, most teachers are fine. And if you have a bad professor, highly suggest checking out Rate My Professor, where you can see the ratings, or go on Reddit. If you go on Reddit, you can find out so much about a class, because there's probably like an r/UF for me, or FSU, or whatever school you go to, and there are people talking about classes and teachers. Let's go back to the chat though. Oh my god, Gio, what are you doing here? Sir? Are you there? What are you doing here, Gio? Go study for your test, please. Bye. And what's it called? Yeah, that's my boyfriend. Alrighty. I bruise easily. I always feel, I even passed out once, but I think I eat too much. Like, I try to work out every day. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. You said that you feel cold. Okay. I highly suggest that you go see a doctor, because I care so much about you. This is kind of scary. I want you to feel good. I want you to take care of yourself. And if you're working out that much, but you're eating little, it's not going to work out well. And the bruising and the passing out and the feeling cold, that's a sign that you are probably sick. I don't want to diagnose you, so I'm not going to, but I highly suggest that you go to a doctor. And if you want, you can always chat with me in DMs, because I'm here for you. And I want you to feel good, and I want you to be safe. So please take care of yourself. Okay? I love you. Gio, you're studying and watching. Yeah, that's what he says. Last test of the semester, and this man is out here chatting with me. I'm gonna go to Google Chrome. I'm gonna answer the last questions that my friend Annabella actually asked me. I've already mentioned her so many times. She was in my video, and she probably asked these questions to make me feel better about people not commenting that much. My friends always do that. They'll comment, and I'm like, no one commented, but thank you for commenting. It makes me feel better. She asked me, what was the most challenging part about being online for you? The most challenging part is not connecting with people. I love talking to people. I love being around people, and it is hard for me to do everything sometimes on my own. I can be a little bit stressed out, but the most challenging part was just probably not actually being there. But at the same time, I'm glad that I wasn't there, because my schedule was way more customizable on my end. But not actually interacting with people, which is a little bit harder. And what was the thing I enjoyed the most from the past year? I enjoyed probably some of my classes like that made me super happy were philosophy, French, and my nutrition classes. And the fact that I was able to choose those classes and they were all interests that I had, most likely, if it's not your freshman year, your sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, you're going to be able to choose extra classes. I forgot what are those called, but classes that aren't a part of your plan for your major. You can choose those classes and they'll probably be of your interest and it'll be fun. So that was my favorite. I was asking if you, oh, okay. I did not see your question. Shay, I'm so sorry I didn't see your question. I don't see it like at all. Maybe it did, but it doesn't show it because another message got retracted and it tells me that, so I just don't think it showed up. I'm sorry. You asked if I track calories or macros or just calories. I don't track any of it at all. I used to a long time ago. I don't do that anymore. I don't feel the need to. I track it for videos when it's for video purposes, but I don't track it anymore because it stressed me out a lot and I was tired of tracking calories. I was tired of looking at a bowl and seeing 150, 75. I was tired of that. It triggered me too much. I didn't like that, so that's why I don't do it anymore. And luckily, I don't have that in my mind anymore. It has gone away. And it's only there when I ask it to be there for a video. But yeah. Thank you so much. I don't have anyone that knows about the subject, and I don't feel comfortable talking with my parents. You love me too? Okay. Yeah, I understand I did not feel comfortable talking to my parents about it at all. I didn't talk to my dad about it. I didn't talk to my siblings about it. I talked to my mom only a little bit, but even then she didn't understand. So that's okay. If you can go to a college counselor, you can talk to a friend, you can talk to a friend's parent if you feel comfortable with them. If you are able to really just talk to a teacher or an adult that can help you out, that's really important. And I'm so sorry, but I'm here and I love you too. But highly suggest if you can to muster the courage to talk to your parents because your parents just want the best for you. And if you say it in a way where it's like, this hurts me and I really want to to get better, that's okay. And you said you gotta go, but I didn't forget about the song recommendations. So yeah, okay, perfect. You'll let me know in the replies after if you need to. Yeah, love you. Thank you for being here. I don't think I have any more questions in the chat. You guys can keep on answering. But yeah. Oh, beautiful. Look at all. Oh. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of that real quick. But thank you. I think that this live stream has gone on a little bit long. A little bit long. I'm showing you guys the wrong screen. So let's just get rid of that. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to just shoot them right now before I go. But yeah, I'm really happy that you guys are here. Makes me really excited. And I'm sorry if I'm not entirely looking at the camera that often because I got a lot of things that I need to be looking for. And I want to make sure I see all your messages the second they come in. But yeah, I'm excited to keep on live streaming. If you guys like this, I might continue to do some cooking streams if you want. I might show me whipping it in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, if I have any more Q&As, I probably won't be doing anything like gaming and all that stuff. If I wanted to, I'll do that on another channel. But yeah, this is just for me to connect with you guys, and I'll probably do another Q&A live stream in the future because I love talking to you guys. I really appreciate you all so much for being here. So yeah, I think that is all. We're heading into 1 minute, and yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing, and I bid you adieu, au revoir, adios, and aloha. Bye. Oh wait. Don't think I'm going away right now. Hold up. I was asked one last question. I'll answer it. How do I deal with negative comments on YouTube, etc.? Treat them with kindness. These people are not having a good day, most likely. Someone said my lips were chapped, and I'm like, okay, thank you, next. Someone will comment on my nails, and I'm like, okay, my mom does nails. I just didn't ask her for it. And I don't mind. I'm going to be honest. And I sometimes will think about it. My boyfriend knows that. People who comment on like certain parts of my appearance definitely sticks with me sometimes. But at the same time, I'm just like, these people anyone who's, I heard this from Alicia Marie and Remy Ashton, if someone's having a really nice day, they love themselves, they love how they are, they love their family, they love their life, they're not going to say something bad to you. When you're on vacation, you're living life, and you're having so much fun, and you're so happy with yourself, you're not going to comment something rude. You're not going to say something that is mean to someone else because you're chilling with yourself. So that person just needs a little bit of love, and they just want attention, and it's not the good type. So don't give it to them. Yeah, it was nice being able to talk to you too. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. So that'll come to you eventually. I bid you adieu, au revoir, adios, and aloha. Bye.